This is the next tutorial, and I decided to split all the builds in different videos because if I want to really show you how the build works in a real game with all the different aspects, with all the plays and everything, the video will be too long for the 3 different builds of Alexstrasza. So in this video I'm gonna make the Q build, and I'm gonna explain for now here in the try mode how you make the build and why you make it like that. And then I will show you a gameplay I did that I had so much luck, because in that game I had the chance to show up in different ways how good this build could work and the situations I was. So I'm just gonna explain the talents right here, and then I'm just gonna show up a game, how a game happened with me with that build, how everything was working. So for make the Q build means that you have to, most of your talents gonna buff your Q, and depending on that you will have a different way to play the hero depending on the build. So for now, in the talent level first, you get this one. So it says, while Alexstrasza is above the 70% health, give life cooldown recharge 100% faster. So if this have 7 seconds cooldown, will be like 3.5 seconds cooldown. So it's so good, and then you will see why it's so important get the same sequence of talents for this build. So you get this.
Choose a talent.
The second talent is this one. You say curious, like, why? Because this talent works too with having 75% health. So it also gives you the move speed. Why you need this talent? Because the reason of this build is you have to be all the time above your 75% HP. So it's not a really easy build to keep up, because you need to know how to keep yourself out of the damage. You need to know if like a mage gonna poke you, you need to know how to dodge your skills. You need to know how to keep yourself up, because everything is about this. They have the 75% HP. So if you are below the 50% HP and you have everything in cooldown, like you R in cooldown, you D in cooldown, you W in cooldown, you have nothing to heal yourself, you water in cooldown, the best I can recommend you is to tell your team to call out retreat, because you will not heal much with your Q, and the most you can do is just slow with your E. So call a retreat, because you will become useless. So we get this one, the move speed. So why the move speed is important? Because the move speed helps you to dodge the damage coming to you in the skill shots, and also help you to pick up the flower. You will see what I'm talking about.
Choose a talent.
The next talent is this one. This is so interesting because this talent is what makes this build power. In the last tutorial I explained that Alexstrasza have a really strong heal with a Q. The only problem is she has to sacrifice her own life to heal this person. This talent allows you to make that doesn't happen. You're gonna heal someone, and if the moment you heal someone you have more than your 75% HP, you're gonna drop a flower in the floor, and if you pick it up you have like a flower bubbling here or something somewhere in here. So that means your next Q will not cost you HP anymore. So once you have the flower, you Q, grab the other flower, Q, grab the other flower, and you keep going like that, and your HP will never go down by your Q. So this is what makes you stronger, because you're not sacrificing your own life to kill the people. So that gives you a lot to sustain in the team fight and a lot to sustain in the maps. If you're good enough, you can basically almost never have to go beat to the base if you know how to sustain yourself. So And you also have the cooldown reduction in your Q for 100%. So you're gonna be healing with like 872 every 3 seconds to your team with no cost.
Choose a
so you get this. The next talent, the heroics. Most of the time I say it doesn't matter what build you're doing. The heroics depends on the situation. Depends on what team you have, what enemy teams you have, what map is. It's completely situational, but most of the time I get this one, so I'm gonna grab it. Just like these talents. These talents are situational too. It depends on how it's going on in the team. For example, if the enemy team have so many CCs, you use this. If the enemy team is playing for one hero, what means for playing for one hero is like most of their comp is about to protect or keep up one single hero doing damage. Like let's say for example a butcher. All the team is about to support butcher or to support a tracer. You take this talent, so this talent should people down. But these two talents is situational, because most of the time I recommend go this one. Why this one? Because this one is what Alexstrasza is about. Heal and deals damage at the same time. Heals a good quantity of amount, heal amount, and also deals damage. So this is so good because it helps you to do so much burst heals. Because when that happens, I'm gonna make an example. The team is about to die. You put first the W, then the Q, and then 2, and you're gonna use this 2 while the W is charging. So that's why I most of the time take this down. So you will say like, okay, the next talent is this one. Yes and no. It's up to you. I don't really like it. It's like I tried it before and I don't really feel like that armor for 2 seconds and level 16 talent is that strong. I personally choose this one. Why I choose this one? Because the aura I took was this one. You will see why. Why is the connection? Something else, this extra duration helps a lot because when you are in Dragon Queen form, you only have the timing to use your W only once, and the W is the strongest heal you have. So when you have this extra talent, it allows you to use your W 2 times. So that's why I think this talent is so important, because the Dragon form heals are really strong and this build is about to burst healing, so that's why I think this is a good talent and I personally always take it. So then which talent I taking here? I take back the R. Why? That's why I was saying I have this R and I'm going to connect it with this, and then I'm going to take this one. This one says healing or damaging heroes, 8 of them, 8 or more times with the heroic ability, activates Dragon Queen for 50 seconds. So that means that if you hit heroes, remember you have 5 shoots, you attack 5 times, so that means you will have to hit at least 2 heroes per hit, and only miss like 1 with only 1. But you need to do that. If you have more, okay, perfect. But that is so important because it helps you to have a lot of resistance in late game. Because the builds are not only about one single tilt. For me, everything matters about the balance. So I'm doing a balance in this build because I have my strong power of the Q doing the burst heals and making my dragon keep burst healing, and I summon my dragon over again with my R's. So how you do it in late game, you use your R first. When the team fight is starting, then you fly down back with your dragon form, you start to burst heal your team, and then when your dragon expires, then you can use it over again because you're D. So it's so strong. So that's why I make the build just like this. So I'm gonna go next to a gameplay I have, and I'm gonna explain how this build is in action. Alright, so this is the game I'm talking about. I'm stopping right here because I just want to tell you who is my team and why it's so good with the Q build. I have a Genji, a Chromie, and a Baryon. This Baryon will go, I think, town. And why this is so good for Q? Because the burst heal amount is a lot. And Genji and Chromie, they're really sketchy people. They have really low HP. So when I Q them, I'm gonna heal them a lot. And also, while I'm taking care to keep this alive, Baryon town is enough strong to be able to take care for himself a little bit while I'm taking care of these two, and then bring him back to life. Okay, now how a good Q in the right moment is good. We're looking now that Genji gonna have soon some troubles, and he gonna be disabilitated to move for a while. Thanks to a Q, he was able to escape. If I didn't Q him in that moment, so probably he will die, because he survived with so low HP, so that was so close. The reason to be healer, the point to be healer is basically deny kills too. In this part of the video, the game, Chromie have problems, and I wanted to record this part because she survived thanks to the cooldown reductions of the Q and the burst healing. So I'm already level 9, so you will see the combination of the talent level 1 you get and the talent level 7. So you always keep yourself out of the damage, out of the threat. You always trying to pick up the flower, but if the power means take your HP down, don't get it. But she was able to survive and get back to life because every 3 seconds I can spawn my Q. Same thing again.
Double kill.
Make sure you're always receiving your own W heal, because sometimes you cannot pick up your the flower, and your HP will go down. So you always have to make sure you're receiving your own healing, so that way you can keep you completely full HP and heal the most as you can with your Q. Alright, this part of the game is interesting too, because if you can see, the team fight makes me have almost half of my HP, and I have my heals in cooldown and my dragon form in cooldown, so I have nothing to heal myself. And this is the bad part of the Q build, because sometimes you feel desperate because you cannot keep going with your build, and this is how you do in this kind of situations. You try to stay safe, waiting for your cooldown to get healed again, but the team fight starts, and Sagara is poisoned by the soul heroic ability, and also I see Kalata's casting a Pyroblast on her, like she gonna be dead for sure. So I know I don't have enough HP. If you see, there is the mark here that tells me when it's my 75% HP. I don't have it. So this wouldn't be in time to heal her either. So I desperate to keep her alive. I use my heroic ability to save her. The next problem is she stood up because she was afraid for me to miss the skill shot. She wanted to make sure they will survive. The problem was she stood up and she allowed the enemy team the chance to reach her walking. So most of the time when you finish to use your R, you have to lean back in a safe place. Could be like here or here or here. but I didn't because I know the Sagara was in problems. So I'm this kind of healers that I literally sacrifice everything to don't let anybody die if I really can't save the person. So I stand in the side to try to keep her alive, whatever, somehow, like doing it slow, doing it, like healing with the few. I was able to heal her with my Q, but actually those heals work. And now Garrus is in problems now because thanks to my E, he is so slow. And he's letting the Crummy have good exclusions on him. And alas, he got the kill. But now is the next problem. Crummy having problem now, and I don't have HP at all to save her. So what is the best I can do? Just spawn my E. Try to give her the slow she's needing to stay away from him, and it worked because we did a good teamwork and we protect each other. So thanks to Sagara and Varian, she was able to survive too. And then I go water and I heal myself. So that's what I mean about the Q build. You don't really need to go beast. Like I have like no HP and I bring myself back to life with the water and my W. We have another team fight going on right after, and this is a different kind of situation. The good part of the Q and the bad part of the Q is the Q is so strong in one single target. But remember, it's one single target. You can heal one single target every 3 seconds. And my team is starting to have damage. Split. So you have to make sure you're gonna save your dragons when you feel like your Q is not healing enough past everyone. So I'm using my dragon form to start to use the strong areas healing to keep back to life my team. Always with your dragon form, make sure the front line is receiving your basic attack, so you can heal with your Q the back line and heal the front line with your basic attacks and help in the damage in the team fight. Wow, that Kami had so much luck. She already stands so much. Well, and like you bring everyone back to life, everyone is full, it's like nothing happened. And you keep going with the circle to Q, keep doing something, Q, keep doing something. In this other team fight, I'm going to show you how strong the Q could be. This kind of situation, and we are right now, I'm casting my R. And the problem is, in here, Kyle does have a Pyroblast, but he couldn't really enjoy it because the person that he can actually one-shot is Crummy and Genji, but Crummy can bye-bye and go away, and Genji have his shield. So he can usually only aim Sagara or me, but I can fly up and dodge it too. And it's so rare that he could spend it in the tank. So this is what happened. While I was trying to keep Byron up from the enemies he have around here, Genji just used his shield. And Kyle does know that. So Sul is trying to desperate to catch Genji, and this is how everything goes. So this is something I was trying to explain too in the basic tutorial. When you use your R, you have to make sure you're gonna lane in a safe place. So if you see the place I lane on between my two allies, just to make sure which one gonna need me. Of course, in this situation, who needs me now is Genji. So I choose this play to land because I'm close to stand, so I can hide myself using case. And you know, I'm behind my team backline how the Q build is supposed to be. So I see that really Sul is overextended trying to kill Genji, and I see also that he have few low mana and he already spent his shield. So I have an eye on him in that moment, and I see him casting. I see Kaltas casting the Pyroblast. So when I see the circle around him, I instantly start to Q him. So you can see how his HP get back to life so fast thanks to the Q burst healing. In this moment, I have my Q over again, and I'm gonna heal him. It's so impressive because he decide to trust in the healer, because he say anyways I'm gonna die, so I'm gonna trust in my healer and gonna face the Pyroblast back. And can you see, I just kill him one more time, just right before the Pyroblast reached, to give him the life he needed to survive it unresisted. So only 2 Qs took me to bring him full to life again and survive the Pyroblast. And in this last part, I'm gonna show up how the full build works and give the lot sustain heals in the team fighting late game. We are already level 20 and I have my complete build, so you will see how everything works. I'm gonna explain everything little by little how everything is going on. So I'm coming here because I know Crummy is missing HP and his garage chasing her. So, and I decided to kill him, but I don't go for my floor at once because I'm afraid to be like receive any kind of damage from him. So I see the safe moment and it's like, okay, he's going away, I can go for my flower. It's so important to you can grab the flower, especially because I'm just exactly in almost the 75% and it's so important to me have the flower or I will not be able to keep up the healings like I do it with my build. I know that Kramus is fine. She will bye-bye and nothing gonna happen. So now the situation gonna be Varian, Zagara and me against 4 of them. And well, and Genji is coming too. For our good plays, we are a lot levels above. And don't make me be that out of control. I can control the situation because we still, with a lot of levels above, they wouldn't really do much against us. So that's it. Garage jumped to the healer and he jumped to Genji. They both went to the targets. So for not be under damage and risk myself to die, I use my R. And also I'm doing it because I'm taking the chance they're sticking together. Remember, my R level 20, if I hit 8 or more, I can get my Dragon Queen form. And I already have it up, so I can use the dragon 2 times. So sad that just exactly when I start to shoot, Genji dies. It was my bad. I feel so bad when he dies, but it's nothing that I can do. The animation takes the time. So you have to, like, you know the timing of your stuff. And I said, like, well, it's nothing else I can do, so I'm just gonna make sure the Barian and Sagara can stay alive from those 4 enemies. I focus my fire in Barian because he is the one that is in danger, having everyone around. So he's standing the fight because I'm shooting. Sagara is just trying to support him with basic attacks from behind. Diablo go for her, and I lane. I know that Diablo have not much walls around Sagara, and Sagara gonna be okay, but Varian is still trying to stand in front of these enemies, so I'm gonna support him with the damage he's missing. But then I see that Diablo is coming here, so I'm not sure if he wants to try to charge me and put me again in the middle of the enemy or even in the turret, so I start to get my distance. And I just go to the way that I don't have like walls around here. The only problem could be if he flicked me back and he pushed me, but thankfully it didn't happen. He flees me trying to do that, but thanks to my tank, he taunted him and he couldn't push me against the wall. So, and again, I'm keeping back the distance because Varian knows the only reason he's standing in the middle of all of them for that long is because I'm healing him. And again, the room is trying to get the healer. Knock them out. Varian now is under pressure because his life is going low and I don't have HP too. So the only way that I can save him is using my dragon over again. So this is what I do. I live my circle of life, my preservation in the floor. Then I transform and then I use it over again. Thanks to that, Barney has the chance to run in there and get a little bit of heals while I'm finished my transformation and keep healing over and again. So he was really weak. I only with one basic attack I was able to kill him. Carmen is just having fun because nobody's paying attention to her and nobody having a day so she came back. And I'm just keeping my team back to life one more time. Thanks to the circle that is so big, Crummy didn't split the living bomb that much. But something that I advise, Countess can counter Alexstrasza if he is good. So if Alexstrasza put the circle of life and you have the living bomb, don't go there because you're just gonna split the living bomb and there's something so bad you can do. So this is it. I know I wasn't about to finish my transformation and like, oh my god, just right before it finished I used my W one more time. And look, the amount of healing I'm healing is so much. And I'm bringing all my team back to life like nothing happened. Thanks to the old build I'm doing. My Q-burst healing and my dragon sustain healing because in late game with this build you can use the dragon twice. And that gives you a lot to sustain. So I'm full, like with full mana, with full HP, and my team is full too. So the only left to do is just basic attack the core and win the game. And wow, that was so good because I was losing my resistance and I sadly let Crummy die. I feel so bad, but I had no HP. I just personally had my R back. So look how strong it is. I just used my 2 times my dragon form and I have my R over again to be able to use my dragon form again. So we overextend a little bit trying to get the core, so we start dying. That's the problem when you want to risk everything just to finish the game. So I was just falling back because my team was dying. Thankfully, Varian and Genji stay in the front, finishing the core, and win the game was possible. But let me remind me one more time, we couldn't have the chance to start hitting the core if we didn't have this Alexstrasza build that can sustain healing that much.
Gloriously done.
MVP.
So well, there we go. This is the Alexstrasza Q build, and I hope you like it. Thank you for watching. The next video gonna be about the W build. That's so interesting to watch, and I will explain it with different examples like this I made in this video. So you're looking at Svenla Games, and I see you in the next video.